Commitment. Today is day 62 of 64 days of peace, the Michael Chekhov Way. And commitment is our concept for today. Commitment is, in the Michael Chekhov Way, the most distinguishing factor in what feels true, in the feeling of truthfulness. When an artist fails to commit to their expression, it just doesn't feel truthful. It loses its effectiveness. When somebody is overacting, for example, it feels like that usually because they're overacting up here and there's no commitment down in the will force. The will force is really where we need commitment. And what we're looking at today is a commitment toward peace, a commitment to non-violence. The interesting thing about commitment is when you make a full 100% commitment of body, mind, and spirit towards something, the universe tends to align with you and feed in additional support. It comes from surprising places. It's something Joseph Campbell would talk about really committing to your bliss. And when you commit to your bliss, that thing that makes you truly happy, that you may cross down a dark pathway and suddenly doors and portals will open where you didn't even know some existed. And if you would be willing, if we would all be willing to make a true commitment to bringing greater sense of peace and nonviolence in the world, a really full commitment to it, the universe will begin to show us different ways that we individually can contribute to a larger wave of peace, love, and joy. Commitment requires putting all of your will force, all of your I want, into a focused, a unified field of focus toward that event, that thing, that idea. When you're only partially committed, it is very difficult for that unified field to focus and direct it to where you want it to go. And what is it that blocks commitment? Hesitation, doubt, confusion, distraction, multitasking. It's very clear that multitasking statistically is a degenerating functionality, meaning it is declining. We get a lot less done when we are actually trying to multi-function. So building up our sense of concentration and awareness and commitment levels, when we speak about having a certain set of values, we can commit to those values. And when that commitment is conscious, then we can make decisions much more easily about what we will do, what we will not do, what could possibly be happening to help us diminish the amount of violence in the world or the amount of violence inside of us. If we understand what our top priorities are in terms of our health, in terms of our relationships, in terms of our social world, in terms of our economic stability, when we have a solid and firm commitment to what our values are in all these different, what we call in the Chekhov technique, they're circles of concentration in life, and when we're clear on what their values are for each one of those 5 circles, we are able to then commit clearly to those. And that's when the universe begins to align and support your commitment. So I want to encourage you to make a commitment to peace, a commitment to nonviolence in your life, between you and your relationships, and in the world around you. What are you willing to commit to? And maybe you could find a couple of people, maybe 3, law of triplicity, 3 people to share your commitment with. And thank you for being committed to watching these videos.